Oh yeah.
You want some of this?
I don't want her
To what? Get electrocuted?
well, that, and I don't want her to sit in that sawdust, dusty stuff right there.
Okay. So,
Bed. She doesn't want to sit in it, and I need to put the fan on her.
okay. Maybe I could do enough to OD on camera.
Don't do that. We got Narcan.
She's like, don't do that.
I'm sure Potty's got.
We have a
Do you have
shit
any?
ton of it.
We have some.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have some in the car.
Nah, I'm not going to though. Here, will you hold that? All right. Are we filming already?
So, he knows about like he's lived in a lot of places and done a lot of dope like in those. So that might, you know, make sure to ask him. My favorite question that I asked him
Was where's the best shit at?
where's the best place that you did
Gotten. You know, I was thinking about it again, and some more.
I thought it was Pittsburgh. You said had the best. Or was that
No, Pittsburgh had like the weirdest, and to me, Baltimore at the time was the most scariest place to score because can I see that later? Because of the cut is like in between two buildings, you know, it'd be like a little cut.
it's
And
ghetto as fuck over
dude,
there.
it's like a 55-gallon drum at the end of this cut, right? There's a line of people, and then the dope boy selling the shit, right? And he's like waiting for like a signal from his partners at either end of the block, you know, to go ahead and serve people. And then what you have to be worried about though are these jump out boys. They're like just rival gangs that come up and seriously will just run the pockets of everybody in the alley and the dude, and then burn off. And not only are you fucked out of your money, but there's no dope to be had. Everybody gets fucked. Like if you challenge those fuckers, you just get domed and you're dead. Like this shit's crazy, man. But Pittsburgh had like, I don't know if it's because of the three rivers that run through there or what, but the project buildings were up this hill, and there's a scary ass stairway that was in like a wooded area, you know, like there's just trees and shit everywhere. And then it seemed like every like I don't know, every like set of stairs there'd be someone selling crack, and then like you go up this other set, continue higher, and they got heroin, and like it just was crazy and creepy as shit. It scared the fuck out of me.
Philadelphia is supposed to be off the chain right now.
Yeah, right now, yeah, I believe it. I bet it is. It was
The cops just like abandoned it.
those fucking shooting galleries up there like have those cop stoppers, like the beam that's at an angle on the door, like so that they can't kick the door in. Like
It's nuts.
it's crucial, yeah. But the best heroin I ever did actually was in New York, in
City?
yeah, New York City in 2006. We were trying to score some shit before the show, and we ran into this hooker, and we thought we were going to get beat for sure. She just seemed like we were taking a chance, but
Like she sent me
she came back like was that she was just gonna rip us off, or something, but she didn't. I guess she was like a fan of the band or something. She came back with 10 dime bags of shit that one of them just had me seriously fucked up. I was so high that I nodded out in the third song of the set that we were playing. Yeah, like fully. The other drummer from Verbal Abuse was like, "Dave, man, wake up, wake up." And I'm
oh
like,
my God.
"For what, dude?" He's like, "Look in front of you." And I got like stage fright and shit. I was all scared to play.
Oh my God.
Fucking, but yeah, and then, yeah, it was weird. It's crazy. Hey, can you hand me another syringe to split this with you? So what's the Your interview is going to be different than Jay's.
Well, I've never seen your interview before. I mean,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen it, but I haven't heard any.
Yeah, you haven't
So
heard
I
it.
don't know anything about you.
Okay. Well,
So I'm guessing you were a musician.
yeah, I've been a few different things in my life, like a drummer, um, an artist, and for painting and tattooing.
Wow.
And then I've also been a jacker with a 44 fucking revolver, and I just robbed a bunch of people in Houston. Like, that's how heroin had me eventually. Where if I came calling, or if a motherfucker knew I was headed their way, they would seriously just leave. Or like, I don't have any dope, Dave, or whatever. I'm like, motherfucker, I know you got some. But yeah, I did
Any
some.
of your own tattoos?
Yeah, they're not anything special to look at. They're just like shit to try out. The different needle groupings, or like just stuff. Like I did this. It's like a mockery of Jesus getting beat up, but yeah, just it's nothing.
If you
I've
get your gun and shit going, let you
Man,
get some letters up on me or something.
Yeah, I just have to get a new machine. I was trying to solder the motor together this morning on the side of Tillery. Has like an outlet, and but as I was like soldering stuff, the guy came out and was like, "You can't be doing that here, man." And I was like, "You don't own the place, man. You're just a dishwasher, dude. What do you care?" Like,
You had it plugged up to the back or something?
yeah, they have an outlet like on the side, and so I had my soldering gun and shit. I was trying to put this machine back together that I got. Like, it's all in pieces now, but it's like a rotary pen machine that it's all looks like junk right now, but
And you're gonna put that together to make a tattoo
well,
gun?
I was going to, but yeah, the wire inside here is busted off, the negative wire. Yeah, it's
Maybe
like
we can put in the comments, see if anybody wants to donate a tattoo gun.
yeah, it'd be great if they could see it. Like,
Because they have some pretty inexpensive ones on Amazon.
yeah, I
You
got
can
this
at
one
least use the words.
I got this one for $50, and the way it sets up is like, it looks like a pen when it's all put together.
Right.
Yeah, and then it takes these cartridge needles that just clip in, and like, then I put my battery pack on here and turn it on, and it starts running, but
Came out good anyway. Appreciate it.
That's cool.
Everybody liked it.
all right on. Roy, you guys interviewed Roy?
We did.
Cool.
At MedSmart.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was a good interview, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good
It
dude.
was wild.
Yeah, I'm sure. Roy's a wild. Yeah, he's a wild dude. He's very fast paced. Roy was a lot different not too long ago, but he's still pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me where you're from.
Well, I was born in Florida, and I spent most of my growing up years in Washington, D.C. from 11 to about 18.
You live with your parents?
I lived with my mother for a bit there, and then I did the whole running away from home thing and stuff. So
Where'd you run to?
a project building over in 14th and Girard Street, and just ended up squatting with some other punk rock kids and shit, and then hanging out. And DuPont Circle was pretty cool. Like it was around 84, 85 that I got introduced to the punk rock and hardcore scene, and I was fortunate enough to see some Rock Against Reagan. They were like huge concerts out on the National Mall that were, to just speak out against Ronald Reagan and the whole Iran thing and his whole political crap. But it was really fun. I got...
That's special to be a part of something like that.
Yeah, it was kind of, looking back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more of a thing that I really knew what was going on at the time. You know, I was just trying to hang out and be cool and whatever, and then it turns out that it was like a huge movement,
Yeah.
like the end of the fashion punk thing with the Sex Pistols and shit, and the beginning of like whatever, the United States or our side doing hardcore music, punk shit.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
So
it
when
was
you
cool.
got introduced to the punk rock scene, was it mostly music at first?
Yeah, it was
or-
music. There's a lot of, in DC especially, it was a lot of straight edge stuff. Like Ian MacKaye and Minor Threat was all against using drugs or smoking cigarettes or even like having sex. He was all against everything, and a lot of their lyrics are about shit like that. But then too, there was like a weird, if you were a junkie or you did indulge in harder drugs, like myself, I started off with PCP
That was your first
at 13. Yeah, this fucking guy. Well, I mean, weed, but as far as hard drugs, there was a guy in DuPont Circle, and he said, you want to trade joints, man? And I was like, well, yeah, I'll do that. And then I'm hitting it, and he's like, man, you're hitting it too hard, man. You hit it too fast. Slow down, slow down. So I hit it slower, and then all of a sudden the fucking world was like sideways and shit, and people were in a bubble, and I was like, man, what the fuck is this? And he said, oh, that's Love Boat, youngster. And I'm like, Love Boat? He said, PCP, nigga, don't you know? And I'm like, no. I gave it back to him. I was like, I've never done no shit like this in my life, but I came to like it towards the end of the evening. I was like really hallucinating hardcore, is tripped out. PCP, some tripped out shit.
Makes you feel crazy, yeah.
I mean,
I accidentally did it. I didn't like it.
Did you? Yeah. I fucking snorted a line of dust because I thought it was meth on this table, and the chick's like, well, oh my God, what'd you just do? And I was like, I snorted that white line that's right here. I thought it was cool, right? She's like, dude, that's phencyclidine. And I'm like, oh no. Like,
I bet that was the night.
yeah, it was fucked up. I mean, everything, like, I don't know if you've taken LSD, but when you start seeing tracers and they're real heavy, and then shit just starts to fucking merge. Everything's like a blur. That's how it was the rest of the evening. I couldn't focus on her arm to tattoo her, and I was like, this is not a good idea. I should
Not a good
definitely
idea.
not tattoo you right now. It'll be fine. I'm like, no, it won't. It won't be fine.
She still wanted you to do it?
Yeah, it's crazy. I refused to tattoo her though. It's like, no.
And when did you move on to other hard drugs?
I met a bass player chick in Los Angeles that actually the first time I ever did heroin was with her. Oh shit. And then she wouldn't do any more with me. She's like, if you do, you'll get strung out and addicted really quick. It only takes like 3 times of doing it, dude, and you'll get all fucking strung out. And so she had other boyfriends and stuff, and she took off from her place to go see this other cat, and I like broke into her little closet thing where her heroin was at, and did more, and I was good. I've never OD'd until years later when I purposely OD'd myself for other reasons, but yeah.
Were you trying to kill yourself?
It definitely didn't work. Yeah, it sucked at the time, but yeah.
So how did you end up in Austin?
My father used to sell like heavy duty trucks like Mack and Peterbilt and stuff like that, and he would come to different dealerships. And so one time we came up here from Houston, and I don't know what it was, just driving up the drag, like seeing the university and all the kids and shit. I just was drawn to this place. I like really, just from, you know, seeing it outside a car window, I was like, man, I got to come back up here. This is really cool, you know?
Drag rats.
Yeah, the drag rats you have, I know it, but I never became a drag rat, but I just liked it, the whole atmosphere, though, of mainly the college kids, not really the drag rats. They were kind of a different, a different breed of person, but yeah, just, it seemed like there was a lot of drugs here, I guess, is what what it seemed like to me.
You could smell the drugs when you were
I
driving.
swear to Christ, something like that, you know, it was weird, man. Like, I could just tell.
Did you run away to here, or did you
No,
stay?
I was about, I don't know, 16, 17. I had come to visit my father during the summers and shit, and yeah, no, I didn't run away and come up here. I just chose to come up here. My dad would give me a lot of freedom to do whatever. He was kind of deep in pocket. He had some money, so it was cool for a while until I started to steal all of his shit. that was not cool and shit. But I don't know what else.
When would you say was the worst point of your addiction?
I guess the worst point, I don't know, there's probably so many places that are miserable and terrible to even recall, but just, I guess when the worst is when I start to become suicidal, where I feel like there's no end to it, or I won't be able to successfully navigate my way out of this shithole, or
Hopeless.
completely hopeless.
I've been there.
And yeah, I'm sure.
Suicide's what I tried to.
Yeah, if I think if anybody's done drugs to an extent to where it's you know, way more important than a purpose in life, then you've definitely been suicidal too, because there's always a point where you're not going to have the drugs to make you feel different or whatever, and then you're faced with yourself again, and that's pretty much the thing. I think is just not being able to like or love myself. It sounds hokey, but it's really true. If you don't have any you know, faith in yourself, or hope in your own like ability to live with what you came in this world with, just yourself and not drugs or whatever, then it gets to be kind of weird.
Where would you say you're at right now?
I'm on the fence more towards I mean, it doesn't look like it, but I'm more towards success than it would seem. I'm on a methadone program. I mean, yes, I am using, you know, I still use fentanyl, methamphetamines, marijuana, sometimes Xanax, and
The methadone's it's a big step.
yeah, it is a step. I mean, yeah.
And at least you're not out here alone, right?
Yeah, I'm not.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm not out here alone.
So what's your plan moving forward? Do you have steps in mind already, goals?
Yeah, I have a goal to return to being a successful tattoo artist. I just figuring out my priorities and doing that is kind of the challenge. Like, I'm not really sure. I mean, it's really gotten down to just basics, where I need to get an ID. I need to get a job that's stable until I can get the money for more equipment and actually get a place to live, because living outside in the elements and shit in a tent is extremely difficult to maintain anything else, like maintaining a successful job or anything is,
Absolutely, it's a huge barrier.
yeah,
Well, that's
it's
good that
huge.
you already know the steps that you need to take,
Yeah,
and we definitely have resources that can help you, especially with all of the documentation and stuff like that.
right on.
For sure.
Cool.
Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to, or anything you'd like to say?
Anything I would have to say would be insulting to the people that I'd like to
Say
shout
it.
out to.
Say it.
Nah, I'm not gonna say it. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm good.
All right, you guys. This was our third
Attempt,
try
yeah.
here.
I hope it works. I'm sorry I touched the mic a couple times. I
Oh,
wasn't
that's all right.
thinking.
No, it's great. We really appreciate you taking
Yeah,
this much time to
sure.
get it interview for us. And
We're gonna do that follow up in
Yeah, in 6 months.
90 to 180 days.
Oh, 92.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Get at us and let us know what's up. If you need help with.
So what, like November or something? Or,
Nah,
that would be 90
like
days.
a few months.
we'll be out here.
Yeah, I was just bullshit.
Oh.